Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our very first class. You are our first group of students in the first day of class. Welcome. My name is Tina Higley. I am the Taiwan culture teacher. And the first class, we're gonna just do some introduction and housekeeping. And we have three other a Chinese teacher. This is teacher Amy and teacher Xiaohui. Julie. Okay, and we have one, I think she will be here soon. A little bit later. And we also have Joanne.
Yeah, there you go.
Some of you probably already met her, talked to her.
Not really. Really? You met me?
Oh, I haven't met you.
Oh,
Somebody else.
I just arrived here only 1 week.
So it's not, you must be mistaken.
Yeah, okay.
And let me apologize ahead of time. I might be coughing a little because I got down with flu right before Christmas. So I'm all better, just the stupid cough still kind of lingering. So once in a while I sound like I'm dying. Let me assure you I'm not. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go around and everybody do because on the teacher here we want you to only need to do this once. So we kind of want to do a short introductory of yourself. Tell us just your name, like where you're working, or whatever you want to share with us. And mainly we kind of want to know what you try to get out of from this class. What is your main purpose? Like you want to do it just the general idea, conversation for work, or and what's your level? I mean, everybody say they are.
So you want to do this part first, or you want to do the cultural class first? If you want to do the introduction, I do have something I can put on the projector. We have a list of the questions, they can kind of read through it, you know.
Okay, so this is what we do. Yeah, sure. Please.
You want me to do that?
Yeah.
And but you can keep going to tell whatever you were saying.
Oh, okay, all right. You can switch on the computer. Yeah. Okay, and so sure, put some questions out there that will be helpful. You can just share whatever you want to share with us. In the meantime, I'm gonna, since I don't know you, so I'm gonna try to check off who you are. And after this part is done, and we have sent the email, ask everyone, do you have a Chinese name you're already using or someone gave to you before or whatever? And share with us your Chinese name. If you don't have one, we will come up one for you. That might help you. That's always fun, right? So, okay, so how about let me do this? I'll go from the order of the list I have. And if you're not here, let me know, or if you're not here, raise your hand, yeah.
Excuse me, this is a big one.
Okay, Gabriel. All right, you go first.
So my name is Gabriel. Just trying to join in my girlfriend's conversation.
So you know when she's like scolding you,
Exactly.
yeah.
Because I know it happened, so yeah. And then just like
So how much you know?
just a few words, but
Very conversational.
very conversational.
Cool, welcome. All right, next, Lauren.
My name is Lauren. I've been studying Chinese for like a year and a half, kind of on and off since like 4 years ago. I really want to learn it just to know, so I can, some of my friends are like, international students from China and Malaysia, so I want to be able to talk with them more, and then for work as well.
All right. And so you already have some Chinese basic stuff. Okay, cool. All right. And Larry,
Okay, I'm Tina's ex. And I took a course, twice before, about 10 years ago, I think, somewhere around there. And I know a lot of phrases, but I don't know the connecting words, and I can't really make my own sentences very well. So I'm trying to pick up enough of that so I can actually have a, understand the conversation instead of barely make subject.
I can read,
So you can already can read all of it?
I can read pinyin
You can read,
and
how many can you read character?
I can read some,
You can read some,
but in the, I guess, the simplified.
simplified, yeah, that's fine.
Not the traditional. And I actually have had luck with other languages before, but Chinese has been really, Mandarin's been going on.
So you actually have a lot of language learning experience before?
I would say yes. I lived overseas in South America.
Okay, all right.
So the goal for me is really simple. I just want to get some basic conversational skills. I can interact with my niece's mom and prepare myself for future travel.
All right, okay.
Thank you.
Okay, understand Kush Patel just got in?
Hi.
Yes, hi, would you please introduce yourself?
Sure. Apologies for being a little bit late. Hi, my name's Kush. I've not learned Mandarin before. And the reason why I want to learn Mandarin is that I feel like learning about Chinese culture in part with learning about the language. And I find that that's a very nice way to learn about Chinese culture. One of my friends is Chinese, and he's one of my mentors just professionally, and so he invited me to learn Mandarin and learn more about him and his culture, and so I felt like that was a good way to do that. You learn about their learn about somebody else's language, then you can learn more about them and just how they communicate ideas that can't necessarily be just communicated in like English, I guess. Which part of Mandarin interests me most? Oral, verbal.
Conversation.
Yeah, conversational. Language learning experiences. I feel like I struggle with learning languages in general, other than English. So I want to be able to work on that verbally. I think I can pick up actually written and reading a lot easier than verbal. So that's going to be a little bit of a challenge for me, but we'll stick with it.
What was your second language you learned?
So I'm Gujarati, so it's a dialect of Hindi.
Okay.
And so I'm 30 years old, and it's still a struggle for me conversationally. I can understand it, but verbalizing is difficult. But I can read it, I can read my language well, but that's not Hindi and all that, but not speaking it. And then also Spanish, I can barely get by in Mexico, but I can do it.
So you can do it.
I
Okay,
can
so
do it.
that's an attitude everybody should have, it, right? You can do it. You can do
Yeah.
it.
Goal for this first semester. I'd like to. I don't know. I'm in blank slate right now. I don't necessarily have too many goals except for just to be able to have a small, brief conversation in Mandarin. So,
Okay,
That's the reason we're here,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Michael Egan?
Yes, 你们好，我叫 Egan. I'm beyond excited for this.
so you will be my, like a little tutor for sure, but you can just say something.
What's very excited because of language experience, I'm also a certified Spanish and French teacher myself, and so I'm obsessed with languages, Russian is my native language, and so I'm really all about this. So I've been working with Lausha Volker Wing. I don't know if she's going to be here as well.
Later.
Yes.
Later. So she's my colleague, and so I've had about 8 years to ask her every day, how do you say this? How do you say this? How do you say this? That's what I am when it comes to languages. So I'm beyond excited for this experience. Let's go.
Okay, we are happy to have you.
Ready? Let's go.
Garrett?
Hello, Mr. Garrett. I'll go with the list. I have learned Mandarin before. I learned via immersion. I have, my mother-in-law lives with me. Of course, my wife is Andrea Volker Lauscher. So I guess technically I've been learning it for 13 years. My Chinese is terrible given that length of time.
Everybody will say the same thing. My Chinese is terrible, like me, I will always say, my English is terrible. I don't know what I'm saying, so
Your English is fine.
come to the second language.
Yeah,
It's
so
always-
Um, so I want to learn Mandarin, so when my wife is and mother-in-law are talking behind my back, they have to use Taiwanese, not Mandarin. That's kind of their go-to now with the kids too. Of course, for what interests me most, I would say oral, but I also want to get better in my written and his ability to read as well. Any language learning experiences I've had, I've learned Spanish in high school. When I got to college, I did try to take a Mandarin course at SMU. It was taught by a hard-nosed Taiwanese professor, and I quickly said, "This is going to kill my GPA," and I was like, "I'm out." I wish I stuck with it, looking back at it. And then my goal for the spring semester is just to be here and enjoy company of people and just learn.
We promise we're very nice.
Oh, yeah. I know you.
We
Won't be like your
your
professor. Won't be like your professor. Is that you say one of your professor?
Yeah. Oh, that was a long time ago.
That was a
2004.
Promise, we won't be like
And then Alan is my, well, the shushu.
Shushu.
Yeah,
Okay,
well.
all right.
I don't even know what he said.
Good. Good.
All good.
No worries. Uncle Alan.
All right, next up is Andrew. Okay. Connor.
Hello,
Hi.
Dr. Hop. My name is Connor. Similar to Garrett here.
I don't know what's going on with my computer.
Yeah, so when I learned Chinese, really just so I can communicate better with my wife's parents and my brother. I've been kind of learning through immersion for the last 5 years or so. What part of Mandarin interests me? Oral, but I also want to read. I don't really have much hope in writing. I've given up that aspiration. I want to be able to read street signs and menus, so when I go explore in Taiwan, it's not, I don't have to rely on a translator for simple things. Well, there's not, but there's not. Yeah, see, it's on. Traditional Taiwanese or Mandarin is what I'm aiming for, to be able to read. My language experiences in the past are French and Spanish. They're bad. And that's kind of what I want to get out of this is just be able to, that's surprising animals.
And then just like when people, if you are thinking about going back to, go to visit Taiwan, I just want to tell you, in Taiwan, sometimes you don't really need to worry because a lot of our sign is, I think in the future for the culture class, you will probably see that, or on YouTube, you probably will see it. A lot of our sign actually is bilingual. So don't worry about you're going to get lost or something.
But
You just go, you'll be just okay.
the problem is that you can get to where you're going, but when you're there, they stare at you with blank face because you're like, hold on, I gotta translate. Please read the.
Okay, yes.
And that's what I want to prevent.
That's good. Okay, so that's good. That's a good point. Yes.
All right. Biden, did I say your name right? Please correct me. Okay. Mariano? Okay, Seth?
Hi, my name is Seth. I haven't really learned Mandarin or practiced Mandarin too much before. I tried taking a course, but it wasn't really like a full course, it was just some lessons. It went very badly.
What do you mean?
I didn't learn anything.
That's the reason I put on some here, say what you like and what you dislike. Because sometimes I might be repeating something you think it doesn't work.
I wouldn't know.
Okay.
I
Did
have a
you
really
learn?
hard time with tones.
Oh, the
I
tone is
need
always
to
hard.
fast tones.
Tone is really
It's hard.
Yeah, I spent months trying to.
The mama thing.
Yes. Yeah, we should put it on tongue twister sometime. I see the laws. Okay.
It's okay.
And then she tried to teach me for a while.
But the thing is, once you can get like a few words out, even if it's not perfect, like when we say English, our pronunciation might be wrong, but if we say half sentence right, you will guess.
Yeah, that's right.
So just throw it out there.
Right, right. Maybe if we can do it, just get it out, okay? So that's a very big point.
Oh, I'm going to help you to do that. I will help you do that.
Okay, so,
Here, I would really like to participate in conversations. My wife obviously has lots of conversations with and without me in Mandarin, even though I don't understand it. It doesn't really stop her, but it'd be nice to participate a little bit, or know what she's talking about.
I'm pretty sure when it comes to important things, you will repeat it in English.
yeah,
It's
especially,
important things that she doesn't want to hear, particularly. I took some time in Taiwan. I really enjoyed it, but obviously there's a language gap. Hopefully I have a translate. But I'd like to be able to do some of that myself, and I would like to learn how to read just a little bit. I don't think I care very enough about writing. That's nuanced.
Oh, surprise, surprise, we not only now make you guys write, we now make you write with the brush.
fun, no, give me fun, super fun.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
All right,
All right, Cody.
That's me. These guys invited me or told me about this.
All right.
My wife is Taiwanese, so I've kind of been exposed to it for almost 20 years. I've taken classes before, even lived in Taiwan for 2 years, which helped more than anything.
So you can order food, no problem.
Yes, food and get home in a taxi, yes.
And find the bathroom.
Yes, exactly. I did study at Fuda for semester, then my daughter was born, so I had to quit. So I went to learn, so I can kind of sometimes just, I can sit in on conversations and follow and contribute. Now it's just kind of like, I catch a word, 1 out of 100 words, maybe a little bit of context, but I just like glazed over and zone out. So, haven't really studied other languages other than Spanish in high school, but Mandarin makes the most sense to me. My kids learn it whenever mom speaks to them, so I pick up, kid talk and stuff like that. But mainly what I want to get out is just to be able to sit and participate in conversations that she's having with all her Taiwanese friends, where I usually don't have. Reading and writing, I've done both. I can text. I don't really need to sit there and write out a bunch of characters. I can do it. I took a HSP test, so I passed level 2 on the LSK.
All right.
So I know.
Okay.
All
right. Another potential class helper.
that's right.
Probably not.
All right, before we move on to the next one, I kind of had, for like a name tag for you to put it out. I'm sorry, I'm getting really old, so some of them after I think are so bad at the name.
I thought about it. I'm glad you did it. I thought about it, but
Yeah,
it's
okay, yeah, so you will help me, okay, help us to remember and also help your friends to help, to know each other. So we probably will do that for high school students in Hayward, they will just kind of, when I'm not paying attention, they'll take it out so that way if they do something bad, I won't know, right? But now you guys, right, it will be very nice, it will be very nice to help us to remember your name, all right? So please do that.
I'll just eat.
Yeah, I have like a 2 sides. Yeah, I have a 2 sides. So that one will go quicker.
Anna.
Okay,
Oh. Anna.
Anna. Is there anything? No, it's okay, just your American name or Chinese name, whichever you like. Just your name, just your Chinese name. Yeah, you can put your Chinese name, it's fine.
What's Amy?
Name is your English name, what's your Chinese name? Yeah, but what's your Chinese, what's your English name? Moy is, so is this one? Oh, that's a lot, that's a.
Okay. So Joshua,
Yes. I'm Joshua Hutt. I am married to, my wife who's from Taiwan. And, I've always wanted to be able to, figure out what she's saying about me or to other people. I remember our first trip and second trip to Taiwan, all the conversations where I was just a silent observer. And I thank God for Google Translate, as that is how I've spoken back and forth to my manhwa in Taiwan for years. But it would be really nice to be able to carry on a conversation with them, or with my wife, or better follow along with my daughter's study. I've only picked up a few words. I did take
I already have a Chinese name.
no, this is for English name, for us, that's not for Chinese name.
I did take a course in online for a while with Rosetta Stone, but most of that didn't stick. That was years ago. So I'd love to know more. I did take East Asian history as my minor. I've read a lot of traditional works translated into English. It would be nice to understand more of the language, which might give better context for some of the things. We watched a lot of dramas in Mandarin, my wife and I, with English subtitles. But it would be great to understand more of what's going on phonetically for having to do it. So anyway, that's more or less.
Just out of curiosity, how many people here use like the Babel, Rosetta Stone, or anything like that? Do you guys found that helpful?
So Rosetta Stone, not so much, but I do have an app that I use that I think works, is very effective. It's called Hello Chinese.
Okay.
It does a really good job. It has a lot of different accents that you get to listen to and repeat, which is very helpful because Chinese is a very broad language and different regions have different expressions and pronunciations, and it's important to hear those things because I just remember me going to Taiwan and being at the gas station. I think it was just a convenience store with my daughter. The guy had such a thick accent I couldn't understand what he was saying in Mandarin. So having those different pronunciations and really helps a lot. It has some other features too that are really good. I can't really go over them, not to open the app and look at it, but that's what I would recommend everyone here that's looking for an app. Hello Chinese.
Cool, thank you.
And I think my student also say Duolingo. Is anybody using Duolingo?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I think that's kind of, I tried it myself a little bit. It's also an app. It's kind of a little bit easy
Yeah.
to do it probably, yeah. So you can, either one is okay, but yeah.
Okay, last but least, Mara. Wait.
Yeah, you can see. I want to see. How you like to sing?
Hi, my name is Moy, and I am 43 years old. And I would like to read some poem for my dad. He passed before he passed away. It's kind of poetry. It's kind of for my dad. It says, "My family life, the Rolling Oaks Medical Center. Mr. Control passed away in March 19, 2002. He was born on February 1st, in Daguerre, Cambodia. He was married Sher Han in 1968, and they were 5 children together. Quinchua has lived family alive in America in 1982 in Cameroon and in Albuquerque, New Mexico for 16 years. In 1998, they moved to Dallas, Texas, and they lived there for 24 years. Quinchua, known for his own heart kindness, pride, and deep sense of honor. He divided his family and helped to raise many grandchildren. Their parents were at work. Quinchua and has been growing fruit trees and sharing with his family and his friends and friends. He enjoyed watching whistling. He had sweet tooth and dessert and loved to eat ice cream with his grandchildren and traditional dessert for the family. When the grandchildren got hurt, he turned their wine into cans, then treated from candy jar toward board. We always laughed with how when he had someone to know Ringo, sweetheart, hands, and percent etc. He would want to buy some nuts of it when there were perfect weather, enjoying going outside walk with his family. He was smart and knew the foreign language, the Jew Mandarin, Khmer Mandarin, Thai, and English. Beginning until Mandarin Kun enjoyed watching international show and movies, and his family. He loved by Paris by Night 101, and his favorite singer was Hung Lan. Until English is not the first language, he would do the best his community joke around his family. Quinchua is survived by his wife Randy, son Randy, and Stephen, daughters Cindy, Linda, and Molly. Grandchildren Jenny, Jason, Davis, Vanessa, Amanda, and Kate, Brittany, and Vivian. He will in general missing by his family. We would like to thank you, family and friends, members of political support during this difficult time. Would you like to see Christmas pictures when?
Okay, do that next time, okay? Now to do it next time?
Thank
妹妹，你要讲中文啊。你要用中文介绍，不是用英文。
没关系。
就
So did I miss anyone? Everybody got a chance to introduce? Now, let's move on to the Chinese name. Who already has Chinese name? Okay. Do you know how to write it now? Can you write your Chinese name and English name? If you don't have it, we'll come around and help. How's that? Just write your English name and Chinese name.
maybe you have a Chinese name.
If you do, if you don't worry about it.
Yeah,
And
you
we'll
don't.
go around the room and, working on it. Okay, let's take a break for 10 minutes.
Yes. Okay. Student here, any question you have?
I'm sure the teachers as well.
Yeah.
We will be waiting because
When we come back,
we have one more teacher.
yeah, we'll wait until she gets here.
That's a good idea.
Oh,
Yeah. And, for now, anyone have a question? For next, take a break.
Nobody gonna leave during the break, right?
Yeah, and you come out. And we show you where is the, 跟他们讲这个在哪里，这个海报位那边还是。And then next teacher we are explaining how the program will be going on. So then we will be separate for 2 classes. Some people will be go to the intermediate and some will be.
Not today, not today. Next week.
We are also
Yeah, today we're gonna do everything together.
Today we want to know everybody because we don't want to put 0 to 5 people. 0 to 5. Yeah. And at least you have, I know 你可能会讲。然后你老，我跟你讲，我们娶了一个台湾老婆，然后那个台湾老婆居然不教他中文，所以把他去 stay here。军兵啊，
哎，他不是唯一一个有台湾老婆不讲中
中
文
文就是，我们这样几个，
We don't want you to know too much.
sometimes they cannot teach their own.
I really tried, it didn't work out.
That's why we here.
I want you instructor.
Okay, we'll take a break and come back about like. Okay, the bathroom is go around the main hallway. It's right outside the hallway, yeah, so.
Yeah, you ready? So maybe, but not now, we are kind of moving forward, we want to be, and that's our goal. So that way, if you miss any of the class, so that way you can still kind of watch it from home. Okay, but of course, as you always say, coming here, meeting your friends, and then talk to us in person, that usually will work out better. Okay, and then there's some other things we want to mention about that. Oh, by the way, the reason is you are going to we are going to give you the textbook. There's a textbook and there's a workbook, and then Teacher Julie is going to help us to give you that. So that will be a set. So once you get that, please write down your name. Because that belongs to you, you don't need to give that back to us, it's not borrowed from us, that's just the books to you. That's the reason we say those, the grant or donation are very important to us. So that's the reason we have to show our face. I don't really like it, actually yesterday I was kind of freaking out when they say they want to record, and then I actually the first question asked, we're not going to record, are we going to go to the good time? We are going to, record my teaching or something. So that because for the donation for the grade, so we really need to kind of put it on YouTube. But like I say, it's just only for those purpose. We are not going to sell it. We are not going to do anything bad. So don't worry too much about that. Okay. And then once you get those textbooks, I want to be able to maybe show you a little bit how you can go to, like I say, other than the book, other than there's a workbook and there's the textbook itself. So the first this 3 semester we are going to hopefully depend on your level. Okay. Well, our plan is we want to be able to cover maybe 4 lessons, okay, 4 lessons, the first 4 lessons. But like I said, everybody, different level, and also after later you're going to see our another teacher, which is I think some of you maybe know her, the teacher Andrea. Andrea is going to come to join us just a little bit. And then, so both me and her, we are going to have two different classes. So that's the reason we kind of want to get some idea who's, so we probably will, so far, we probably will have two different, one is probably more intermediate and another one is like a solid, never learn anything. And so later, not today, probably next week, we will let you know. So that way, next week we will have two classes here. This is the one class, and another one, I think is 210, right? Yeah, another class is 210. So, but it's still very close to here, so we will divide it into two classes. And then one will be intermediate, another one will be beginner. And okay, so but we both will kind of try to cover for the first 4 lessons. And later, I'm going to show you a little bit our schedule. And then since today we kind of confirm with those an email address or something. So start there right now. We are working on, hopefully in the future we will have a place you can maybe go to the Google Drive or something and kind of share those documents with you. But so far, not yet. So I'm thinking we probably will email you some of the, for example, the schedule. I'm going to just show you what the schedule look like. But in the future, probably next few days, I'm going to email that to you. And so that way you will have a schedule, so you will know what are those will be our okay. So that way you will know what our each week will be kind of looking forward those schedules for those lessons. And however, like I say, we put on there, but we want to make it more flexible. As what we heard earlier from you guys, it seems like you all want to know more about conversation, which is you want to be able to talk more, right? So I think that will become, actually that will be our main goal to do it, for you to be able to talk, okay? And then reading, I think that's also very important to me. But from what I heard, it seems that nobody enjoy writing. Instead, use the brush, right? Instead, calligraphy, which is our culture class. Definitely will cover that from more.
Writing, text, I want to know technically. This is that kind of.
Not that use your head to write, okay? Okay, so I'm going to have my book here. Yeah, because I want to be able to kind of talk a little bit. But even though I know you only want texting or typing, of course, all right? However, if you look at the green book, you will see that like your workbook. So you still have a little bit something there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, only 5. Right, only 5. That will be kind of ask you to, we will tell you what page you need to work on by the end of class, by the end of the class, we will tell you that. So that way you will know where, like which page to which page. So it's not every page has it. It's not terrible, right? Okay, so you can do it again, all right? You can do it. All right, so that will be like a little bit writing and then maybe the workbook, because we always believe if we let you to at least work on something, go back to school, usually that was more effective, right? Anyway, so we will have a reading and then more conversation and then a little bit writing. And then of course, as you know, we will have the cultural class. So our class, you probably heard about that, but I just kind of repeat it in case you miss it. So usually from 2:30, if it's my students, I will do 2:30 to 4:30. It's all learning about Chinese. And our last class period will be learning about culture, which is maybe calligraphy. When we talk about Chinese New Year, maybe sometimes we share the food. So that will be the last, which is teacher Tina is okay. Is going to help us with that. And then if it's teacher Andrea, so that would be the other way around. So teacher Andrea will be, that class will be, have teacher Tina first. And then after that 1 hour, we will have another 2 hours with her and just for the language. But like I say, I always believe the language learning is including not only, we will also talk about the culture, but we learn about language, all right? So hopefully that will make it more fun, all right? So can I resume? All right, so. Okay, this is the one I was talking about that earlier. I will try to email the file to you. So that way you will have, because nowadays I think it's easier. You can pull that from your computer or your phone, so you can go anywhere with it. So I'm going to share the file with you. So that way, you will see we have the schedule already set up. The total is 12 classes. So the 12 classes we kind of based on Let's Learn Mandarin, which is in the book you're going to use. And then again, I'm sorry, I always say that. If I say that too many times, make sure you have your name, okay? I don't want you to leave it behind. And then I don't know. Probably won't happen to you, but my high schooler, they will always leave it behind because they are always busy with something else. But anyway, so that would be the kind of schedule. And for this part, it's a little bit of that you will say, oh, that's all Chinese, how I can read it, right? Okay, that's where you started first, right? So that's also, those things are like the target of the words we are going to go over, no matter which level you are. It's just, if you are a little bit more advanced level, so you probably will extend more, but those are basically the words from the book. All right, so you can see, probably some of you can already read a lot of them. And then here's the one we didn't get a chance to cover, actually is on my bottom of my questions. It's on the Chinese New Year, on the February the 4th, that's open ceremony. So that day, I'm sorry, it's not that one. I'm trying to say this one. The one for 11 and 18. So you can see that the Chinese New Year celebration is in North Carolina Library. In that period of time, we want to be able to sing a Chinese song. Oh, yes. The group. All right, see that my blue one is talking about the no class. And then, so actually we are kind of, when I look at those schedules, I think we are pretty easy. You have like an intense 4 class. And then, of course, learning also those songs are fun. And then, there are 2 classes, and we come out with the spring break. So you got 2 weeks break, and then you got another 2 classes, and then another 2, 3 classes, and that's it. Yeah. All right, so time can be, very fast to going, and hopefully by that time, we can reach some of you say that earlier. You want to be able to talk a little bit more. So that's the schedule I have it. Okay, now.
Dr. Wiggles,
Yes.
when is the last day of this class for this semester?
For this semester, I believe it's
April.
April, or is it, oh yeah, it's in April, last.
420?
28th. April the 28th. Okay. All right, April the 28th. All right, so that's the last day of the school. All right. Also, I want to remind you we really want you to be able to join us every week, because that's usually how you keep your language going. If you drop, even though from now you already have a lot of break. So make sure you can be just actually making, at least 3 hours each week to come here and then, so that way we can have a more practice. Alright, and then, any other question?
This schedule can this be made available to us, so I can have
Yeah,
the calendar?
yeah, I will try to, because so far, like I said earlier, because we don't have that, Google Classroom or something to put that things there. So I probably will do is just through the email.
Okay, I want to make sure, did you guys all receive the email I sent, like the reminder for the class, all that? So I make sure I have the right email.
Yeah,
You all got it?
that's very important, that's how we communicate.
Huh? Well, you wasn't on there, so, yeah. So, everybody got it, okay, great. All right.
Okay, and then, so that's the schedule we have. And then,
How about we do this, we can print it out for you, we can also, what we were hoping is we can, put in the Google Drive and just share with you guys, and you guys just can grab from there, that's also another way, I don't know. Whichever way you
That's a question.
Fine.
is that all of you, because I didn't look at your, the list, is that everybody has a Gmail?
You don't need a Gmail to get it from Google Drive.
Oh,
You don't, you can just, they have the link, they can just get
okay,
it.
all right,
Yeah.
so as long as it's good, and then I think that would be the good way to go.
The most way we can just, they can go through the Google Drive and also the print it out.
We
So
can print it out for
Yeah,
them
and
also,
then
I think do both.
Yeah, so that would go. All right, so, now, since I've been here for a while, so. Because they say they want to hear about us, because we talk about, they introduce themselves. So now we want to hear, yes, so I will let you go first,
OK，
and I will be the end.
Hello， 大家好，你们好。So my name is Andrea, and you can call me by 老师 ，OK？ yes. A lot of people call me 老师. So I've been yes, 老师 means teacher in Chinese. 老师. And then I've been teaching for this is my 12th years in Kapao district. At first I was at New Tech, and then I'm at Kapao High School right now. So I've been teaching young adult, not really adult, for 12 years. So I'm looking forward to teaching the adult and then see how we can inspire each other and then into the learning journey.
All want to learn conversation.
Yes.
They all want to learn.
They don't want to learn right.
Do they want to learn? If you guys want to learn karaoke, maybe we can go have a karaoke. Yes. Okay. That sounds good. I have an idea. Yes, I have an idea. So So we want to kind of do the
Okay, and then also I couldn't fill it in.
Yes.
So they also, we didn't really come out with a Chinese name yet. How many of you, I know you were all writing down, how many of you had a Chinese name? Oh, so almost, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so about half a half. Probably about.
Okay, so what I do for my students is I ask them to name themselves, okay? I'm not school appropriate, so some of them name themselves green tea, some of them themselves golden dragon, some of them themselves, what else? There's something interesting. So if you want to be those, you can be those, or if you want a real Chinese name, and maybe we can sit down and then give you a kind of real proper Chinese name, or you want to name yourself something that's interesting, like they name themselves dumplings and rice. It's cute, yeah. And then they learn how to write it too. So it depends on you how you want to name yourself. Why don't we do this? Next time you are coming back with an idea, okay, with a Chinese name. Okay, and then I also want you to prepare a folder for the class. Okay. Prepare a folder for the class. In case we give you some printout, you can all put it in the same folder. So yes. Okay.
So that's your homework for today, right? Make sure you go home, so you know what, so next week when you come, what are you supposed to have? I'm sorry, I used to be the early childhood teacher, so I repeat name, and also high schooler, you was a high schooler, they are, they should be mature, they know everything, but I know, whenever it became a problem, I would say they like a second graders, okay?
And make sure you write your name on the book, so we found we know it belong to you.
Yes,
Everybody
so,
has the same book, make
so
sure.
make sure
write
you
your
have
name
the
on it.
book, okay? When you come next,
Yes,
yes,
that's
yes. Okay, and then what else? What else do you need to have? 刚刚杨老师 just say something.
Like a folder
A
that we can
folder,
put it all
okay?
together.
So that way you won't be everywhere. You know you're coming here, right? And then, also it's not an empty folder. You have to come with what? What kind of idea you need to have? Name, that's right, come out the idea, all right? If you don't come out the idea, you walk the door, you don't have that, what happens? Huh?
It's a mess.
But it's not proper though.
I'm sorry.
You said two options, like serious name?
Yeah, it depends on you, whichever you want.
Whichever you.
Yeah.
Either way is okay, either way is okay. I think some students, they will say the most easy way, a lot of my students, they will just Google Translate it. Usually that's not the best. For your name, you don't want to really Google Translate it, they will just come out.
If you want to be a Greek dumpling, that's fine too.
All right, so usually it, come out, so that's the reason we are here to help you, okay? Either with a nickname, it's a very cute nickname, or, based on your pronunciation or, something, okay? But hopefully you will come out for yourself next week when you walk into, our classroom. All right, and then. Oh, we just had it.
Okay.
Okay, well, we do that. You all enjoy the song, right? So I'm going to show you. 对不起，我的中文不好。OK，
那个什么，谢谢你。
因为那个有目前还没找到。
What about your introduction?
Oh, yeah, there's something about your introduction.
Okay.
I know.
All right, so, yeah, sure. Okay. All right, so my name is Amy Liu. You can call me Liu 老师 or Amy 老师, whichever way you like it. And then I am much older than Andrea. Andrea as a kid is still younger. Yes. I have two kids. One is is going to college. Like she is a senior at the graduate education. So that time, I thought, that was many years ago, I thought I'm going to wait until Taiwan and then teach English there, which is I did. I did for a couple years, and then later I came back here. So I guess that's what I always say, because I work for Grapevine Faith Christian School. So I always say God's plan is better than my plan. So I think God's purpose want me to be able to share with you my culture and Chinese here, which is, like I said to earlier, I didn't thought about, because my English was bad. My English was terribly bad when I was in middle school. And then, so that time, I really don't believe I'm going to be able to communicate in English. And now I'm even here, I can talk to you. So that's the reason earlier I keep on saying, we can do it, okay? Make sure you know that that's like my philosophy. As long as you try it, and you should be able to do it. And then, anyway, so that was like a long time ago. I came here, the first is just try to get my master's degree. And then after I got that, I went back to Taiwan to work for one of the educational institutes over there in Taiwan, which is for the little kids, because I was helping some of the my company to help them to build the kindergarten or build the preschool over there. And then and I was there the very first year I was there, I was also in the field to teach the students. And of course, overseas, you want to be able to teach them just all English, because the opposite. And then after I came back here, when my kids all grow up, and then I decided I want to, other than housewife, other than just devoting most of my time in church, I started to kind of looking for a job. And then actually I thought I'm going to work in the medical field, Because I think that time they say you can do a medical coder or something. And so that was actually, I was actually working on the certificate to work on the, become a coder. And I got a phone call from Helen Lee, which is our superintendent, Helen Lee, which is the lady was here earlier. And then she just called me and said, you know, Grapevine Face, they are looking for Chinese teachers. And then are you interested in doing that? Actually, I think 2-3 years before that, somebody also called me and saying, Grapevine, College ISD, they are looking for a Chinese teacher. Are you interested in going there? But that time I didn't say yes because she, no, there's no way. I love the little kids better. I don't like the high schooler. Okay, I will never be able to teach them. But guess what? I already been teaching in Grapevine Face for this is after summer. It's going to be my 11th years over there. So I think we can do it, right? So I can do it. So I did kind of switch my field to teach the high school students for the past 10 years. So now here I am. I'm teaching even more advanced adult, and then but I didn't really have really like much experience except teaching my young adult. I usually say young adult for my teenager students. But this is my first time. Except I think many years ago when I was a teacher school student, I had one. Actually, his Chinese is really, really good. He was kind of he was the Japanese but American born, but he's a Japanese. That was my one and only student in the past. And then now I have all of you guys. So hopefully in the future, for the next 2-3 months, we are going to have fun together. So that's it. Okay? Yeah.
Okay. So why don't we, you guys took a break. Okay. So 我要跟他们讲中文了吗？
You don't need to show them for the you want to show that or sure? Yeah, because I kind of started saying we want to talk about the Chinese New Year, what kind of song we want to learn, yes. And then so they all got very excited. They would just say, yeah, they love to learn the songs. I think one of them sing 甜蜜蜜. Okay, you know 甜蜜蜜. And then she know maybe knows 月亮代表我的心. All right, and then that's the reason I say 对不起，我的中文不好，seems like not. No.
，So I want to let you guys know. I didn't introduce my family. I have a family here. Okay. This is my husband.
I know. Oh.
Yes, I did. I have 2 daughters here. They're all in the Chinese school, so every Sunday we're devoted right now. Yes, every Sunday after school. Afternoon. Here. And then my uncle here too. My uncle here too, Alan.
Lee Allen.
Your writing journey from start to finish. William.
美国人，你好，我是英国人。哦，你英国人哦，不好意思，我们认不出来。我要睡觉。你很累吗？你要睡觉？没累，要吃睡觉。你要吃水饺，还有人这边卖水饺的嘞。哦，哎呀，对不起，我的短板不好，我这个不好意思，下午好，马上帮你修哦，谢谢。对不起，对不起，我不知道你说什么。对不起，我的中文不好。对不起，对不起，我只想跟你当朋友。Hello，你好。 是美国人，并不是美国人，我是一位英国绅士。如果你全心听，你会了解我。对不起，我的中文不好。对不起，对不起，我不知道你说什么。对不起，我的中文不好。对不起，对不起，我只是个你的朋友。怀话没有必要做，现在要吃什么？我要睡觉，我不累，我肚子饿，我想要去睡觉，请你快点走。对不起，我的中文不好。对不起，对不起，我不知道你说什么。对不起，我的中文不好。对不起，对不起，我只是个你的朋友。欢迎光临，对呀，欢迎来北京上的家。谢谢，谢谢。Yeah, my man just playing drums right now. Yeah, 敬意一下。Okay, Jesse, are you ready? Yeah, we go. Oh, yeah. Fade in. Cheap low. I like it. Oh, tell me, yeah. I'm so sorry. Oh. 没关系，我的中文进步了。对不起，对不起，我还要跟你当朋友。没关系，我的中文进步了。对不起，对不起，我还要跟你当朋友。没关系，我的中文进步了。对不起，对不起，我还要跟你当朋友。没关系，我的中文进步了。对不起，对不起，我还要跟你当朋友。
那不然你等一下你去换网站之后，你就回去。好，我就来教他们是讲中文，然后我们就玩这个数据。
对，What do you think about the song？
非常好。
好，it's kind of funny. I think the part I like it the most is that actually they have some background of the Taiwan. So whenever I look at that, and when I miss home, I look at that. All right. So next week, make sure you bring your computer. Either you have your computer or you have your cell phone.
Or iPad, any tablet you have.
Yeah, we want you to be able to have some technology, so that way we can all log in to the website. I'm going to show you just a second. Tina, 因为我的是在 link 在我自己的上面，你的有直接 link 到网络上。好，到时还好。Okay, because that one, once you register, okay, well, you don't need to pay because that's from Taiwan government. So it's very easy for you just to register and your username and password set up. Once you set it up, just like any website you use, you know, you can go in there, but there's a tons of the good resource for you, and which is your book is also there. Okay, this is a physical one. We're going to use it in a class from time to time. And then, just don't follow one. Okay, so this one, let me see. So that's the one later you're going to register. I mean, next week I'm not showing about today. Okay, next week, okay, so you can see this is like who the main sponsor, and we try to, Taiwan government, of course, and then it's the Taiwan Center for Mandarin Learning, which is, so you will hear me say Mandarin a lot, because that's, the language we are learning, which is also, sometimes I told my student, we call Mandarin, my Mandarin class, I usually say Mandarin Chinese. Because I believe the Chinese is, including all the writing and reading, but Mandarin is more like oral speaking, which is you guys is, looking forward to that. Okay, so you can see if you go to the English part, you can have that, and then, you can see, here has the material, and then, the one we have, you can see that's the one, the textbook you have, right? 来学华语. Okay, 来学华语, and then now we are only in the first one, the level 1, which is the one you have, right? And then, so of course they have both bilingual to tell you English and Chinese to tell you what about it. And then here is also has some of the things. For example, this morning of course they have the workbook. Okay, so they have a PDF, they have an ebook over there. So that's the reason I think I want you to go. This is, you already have it. But however, there's also has a one is called Quizlet. My students use the Quizlet a lot. All right? And then so they can, when you click on the Quizlet, there's a lot of, like now we are on this one. Okay, so they already have the Quizlet. It already has all the words over there, like the how. Good, right? So we have those. And then some of you already, I think earlier, somebody greeted instead of 您好 or 你好, somebody actually saying, Connor, what did you say? When I remember you said,
大家好.
大家好, very good, okay? So that's kind of different way you greet, all right? But anyway, so here is just like to let you know, there's a link, or they talk about Chinese last name or the surname, family name, okay? So that's a Quizlet. They already have that on the okay, TCML, the websites, they have that. And then they also has they have the one is called ebook. Okay, they has here, like they can use like a different way to use the game to learn, have a digital games, or so that you just kind of have all different things you can kind of explore. So that's a reason I remind you have a tablet or computer or phone. Make sure you can connect it. And so next week we will kind of make sure everybody is know where to go. Right? Okay. So that's the things I want to tell you, and then I think that's it. Okay, so the rest of the time I'm going to let Yang Lao Shi to take over. I think she prepared a lot of fun things for you to do. Yes.
I'm sorry, Annie. Okay, so 谢谢刘老师 to talk about Mandarin Chinese. So what do we know? Why is this class called Mandarin Chinese? Why is it not just called Chinese?
Chinese, Cantonese, different dialects.
Different dialects, right? Anyone knows other dialects besides Mandarin?
闽南话.
闽南话. You could make 闽南话 a little bit?
No.
Yes. So for Chinese, because I get to ask
Wow.
Hello? Alright, so this is Chinese, alright? This is Chinese, it's a family language. So within this family, we have Mandarin, we have Cantonese, we have Hunanese, I don't know if you say Hunanese, we have Hakka, we have Shanghainese and Taiwanese. So Taiwanese is kind of like, we say 加崩, okay, 加崩 means 吃饭, that means eat. It sounds similar, but it's completely different. So if a Cantonese person talk to me in Cantonese, I wouldn't know what's going on. I probably could say hi to this person, even though this person is Chinese as well. So why do we learn Mandarin Chinese? Because everybody knows Mandarin Chinese. Okay, no matter which part of you from, you all know Mandarin Chinese. Okay, so this is why we learn Mandarin Chinese. Because you want to come in, you want to learn the one has the most effect, right? You got right, so you can communicate with most people. Alright, so kind of tell me, have you because I heard a lot of your spouses from either Taiwan or China, that's why you want to learn language. So what do you notice when you first talk to a Chinese person? What do you notice? Their English. Connor, what do you notice? What's Vicky's English? How's Vicky's? What do you notice when you first talk to her?
Like, what do I notice about her English, or what do I notice?
No, what do you notice about their English? What's their English like? What's common mistake or?
They struggle with plurals.
Plurals, okay, because you talk. What else?
I would say it's
He and she.
He and she, okay. He and she. Sometimes he, sometimes she. So what are you talking about? What else? What else do you?
Conjugation, anything versus something. And C.
Conjugation. Okay, and what else do we notice?
there's a lack of is or the.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes. The sounds trip them out. What does that mean?
Like certain.
So yes, like I couldn't pronounce, even though my English is so perfect, I couldn't pronounce something. And then my lovely husband always let me know, teach me, right?
Never do that.
Why? So that's why I want to talk to you is because Chinese. Okay, this is why we think Chinese is easy. All right. All this nonsense we don't have. We don't have this thing. Subject, object, agreement, verb tense. I went somewhere yesterday, so in Chinese, we just say, yesterday I go somewhere. So our verb do not conjugate. See how easy is that? I remember when I was in high school, I have to remember all this conjugation. And sometimes there's irregular too. It's like, oh. And then no gender. I think it's perfect for nowadays, okay?
Don't go there. Don't go there.
You just say cat, okay, cat is he, she, it, okay, other things too, alright? So it's easy. We don't have gender, and then no reverse subject verb. That means the fish was caught by someone. Okay, we don't have those two. Alright, so we don't have those either. Okay, so let me see. So the only plural is men. Alright, not like you guys have es. Sometimes it's even like goose and geese, and it doesn't even make sense. Alright, so our is easier. Okay, our is easier. So usually the first time we learn about pinyin. Okay, so pinyin, I will have to teach you to sing a song that you guys will love.
Yeah.
But you have to learn the pinyin first, okay? Where's my thing? Since we have new computer, so
What are you looking for, Andrea?
I'm looking actually for my Schoology. Everything's in my Schoology. So pinyin is a way to in here. Okay, why don't we just do this? So I'll teach you pinyin shortly, but I want to teach you how the Chinese writing system. Because I noticed my student, I have four category students, okay? I have people, because in Taipei High School, we have Spanish, French, ASL, American Sign Language, and Mandarin. So the first category in my classroom is the people who like K-pop. Okay, I'm the closest thing to. Alright, and I have second one is anime. Anime kids love me too. Okay, not Chinese because it's closer they can have. Third one, those poor Chinese kids who was forced by their parents. Third one. The fourth kind is kind of like y'all. You really want to learn. Okay, those people are the best because they like always ask me good questions and then make me a better teacher too. So the teaching system we have. Okay, do you all have? I know you guys are all bored though. Didn't have any. You keep a note on that. So after today,
Anybody new favorite?
alright, after today, you at least know 10 Chinese characters. It's the first class, alright? You at least know 10. Yes.
It just dawned on me, this isn't to scare anyone in the room. I just want to know the rigor of this class. Do you guys have quizzes and tests in this type of experience?
We have homework too.
Oh, yeah.
No, you're being serious. Good. I mean,
Yes.
good.
Alright.
He wants to get 100 on it. Totally.
You want to be the first? We have ceremony too. You guys do
Is he gonna trophy? Other trophies?
The people who work hard get trophies. Okay.
Learning is an intrinsic reward.
Yes. Okay. So the first time for the Chinese written language we have is pictogram. You can see the pictogram is kind of like this. Okay. You usually have a big board so I can demonstrate my artistic, but now I don't see this word means mountain. Okay. Okay. By seeing this word, you wouldn't know how to pronounce it. That's why we're going to learn pinyin. Okay. Pinyin. You can see shan. Okay. Sorry, this page is not like that. Alright. So this word you will have a pinyin associated with the characters, so it will help you to pronounce the word. So this is the first kind, the pictogram, okay, by the picture. Shan, okay, so shan, okay. How do we write down the correct short order, Mr. Egan? No. Alright. So Chinese will have a unique way to write down the character. Let me see.
Can you write on the board?
I think she showed you.
Yes, yes. Sure. Thank you.
No, to give you a example of a mountain and stuff.
Yes. So this is a character for mountain, okay? See? Look like a crown. Alright, but it's a character for mountain. So how do you write those? We have why do you follow this order? Because the order is important because we're going to write calligraphy too. Okay. The calligraphy you have to write down the correct order. So how to write down everybody write down your paper, yes?
So I'm not handing which no doubt caused some problems with that.
Our pen is actually better, you know, because Chinese we read from top to the bottom. Oh, is it okay to write on here?
You look like, because they have something to write it behind. This one. It should be okay.
It should be okay, but the material doesn't feel like it. So from the top to because Chinese we read from the top to the bottom, actually from the right to left. So if you're left-handed, it's easier for you to write. Alright, it's easier. That's have an advantage. But for right-handed like me, after I write down my homework, here is all black. Okay,
That's what I'm used to.
yeah, here is all black. Oh, you actually have advantage. So I need you all to give it a try. Write down your first, not your first in this class, the character. Okay, Shan. Alright, so this is first one, top to the bottom, and then this is one stroke, and then left. Oh, no, the last one is the right one. Alright, so this is Shan. Everybody say Shan.
Shan.
Shan. Oh, so Shan is mountain. See, that's the first character you know. Alright, the second one, I'll show you already. Alright, the second character.
It shows you already.
It shows you already. Okay, so it's shui. Can we say shui? Alright, I'll teach you how to pronounce it, but first shui. Alright, so shui is a very important word. If you want to learn calligraphy really well, this is the character you learn from the very beginning. Because it has all the stroke on it. Alright, so shui. Alright, why don't you write shui? Try it on your own and I'll show you the correct way. Right on shore. Alright. What, Connor, you wanna demonstrate?
I'm just happy.
Alright, so it's the same. Okay, top to the bottom, this is a little hook, and this is one stroke, the middle one. Alright, everyone follow already? I'm sorry. Okay, this is a very small board. Maybe I move it a little. You're just not gonna be happy. Okay, just help me.
You got right on the board here.
Can you write on the board?
I don't know. I mean, it looks like a vivid text. Don't use the.
But how do you do that? No.
Okay.
Yeah. We gotta move it, and the teacher's gonna be so mad. Okay, so this is the first row. The second one is this. There's a name for that. And then the third one and the fourth one. Straight.
Okay, so as I watch you do this, but then I see what I see on the screen, my eyes perceive this as connected.
Oh.
And then this looks very apart. So, I mean, I have these type of questions. But
Yes, I have all this
is it
question.
connected or is it separate?
It can be both. Is it connected?
Yeah, no, quick.
Did you connect it or you can do it separate? Yes. Okay.
Separate.
I think, okay, that's I always is saying, why a lot of time because the phone you will feel it's connected.
Right.
Because they use a brush, because it's illegal. So that's the reason even they should not connect, but you will feel like they connected.
Yeah, this is a format, a stylized version of
Yes.
these strokes.
Different font. Yes, that's a really good question.
That clarifies so much.
Because my student always have the same question too. Also, is connect or not? Okay, we want to be specific. Okay, so it's not. Okay, it's a different font. Okay, it's not. It's different font. Yes.
And then I don't think you went into it though. It's kind of showing the progression from the oracle bones, which they put on for like divination purposes, religious purposes on the left, and then it evolved into what we see today. If you can look, I think the textbook had it that shows the progression.
Okay, can you show us which page is that?
I'll look for it while you keep going.
Okay, can you show us? That'll be great. 谢谢. So this is 水. Okay, so 水 is the second word that we learned. Alright, can we say it? What's this word? 谢谢, 很好. Alright, the third word. Okay, by the way, this class we're learning traditional Chinese.
Oh.
Okay, so it means you learn the not easy way, but it's also the way that makes more sense. Alright, the simplified is good for the beginner, but sometimes I say they simplifies the easy word, but not the hard word. So sometimes the hard word looks the same. But this class, if you want to learn simplifies, I think there is a same word on the textbook that you can see. So we mainly teach traditional, but if you wanna simplify, there's simplified version on the textbook as well.
Andrea, it's on 155.
The 155 on the textbook, you will take a look of the involved, all the character involved. Man, horse stuff looks really hard to write. So if you can see this four down, maybe it's just like the four legs, the fours. Alright. Yes. Alright. So it's not easy, but I'm gonna show you. Alright. So the first line, always from the left to the right. Always from the left to the right. Alright. Up to the bottom. And two more. Alright. Need to make sure I teach you the right one. Alright, and then this one. At the bottom. And this is the one stroke. This is the one big one. And you do the dot from the outside to inside. Alright, from the outside to inside. You can
remember a horse, they have 4 legs.
Yeah, I can show it to your family after today. You know how to ride a horse? Yes.
I don't mean to drive you nuts, but okay, once again, on the screen, I see it goes up as if it's been stroked up, and then I see yours is.
That's a really good question. So that's what you do the calligraphy. It's you don't have to do this dot thing. Okay.
There we go, okay.
You don't have to do this dot thing. Okay, you don't have to.
Okay.
Just do it. Yes.
And then are you gonna go into like, or shine, you do the bigger stroke first, and then you go left to right, right?
Yes.
Like, why do you start with the biggest stroke first?
Okay.
Or are you gonna go into that more when we look at?
Yes, so after, I don't want to overwhelm it at first.
Yeah.
Just today, just get you know some characters.
Yeah.
And then if you have a question, that's a good question, you can ask me. Okay?
Try hard.
And like the water
Yes.
started in the middle
Uh-huh.
first, and then
The left part and
and
the
then when you started at top, and then
Oh, so why didn't I start in the middle in this way?
Yeah.
That's a very good question. I will let you know next time.
Okay, I can kind of help a little bit. Remember, it's always left to the right. That's the reason, because that one on the left to the right, start listen. But if you say the middle one, did you ask that? Why the
Yeah.
middle one is later? It's because left to the right, usually left to the right is over the top to the bottom. It's a kind of, in the future, I think we will share with one of the video I found on YouTube. It's pretty good. They told you what the straw order, why, and then how you go with it. And hopefully that will help you. Like a teacher Andrea said earlier, today it just let you to kind of seeing it.
Yes.
All right? So,
If you
yeah.
really want to know, I have so many YouTube videos
Yes.
that you can watch.
Found out, yes.
All right. So the second part, oops. What did I
very small.
Yes. Okay, the second one I want to show you. Okay, if you guys need a break, let me know.
No.
No?
Check quick.
Okay. The second one is ideogram. Okay, indication of the character. That means represent the concept. Alright, so why don't we all read 一、二、三、上、下。Okay, so 1、2、3, 1、2、3 means 1, 2, 3. And then see Chinese is easy, 1, and then it's 2, and then 3 just 3 stroke. How about 4? How about 4? Is it just 4 stroke?
No, it's
Okay, 4 is look different now. So why don't you write down 1, 2, 3? Let me know if you do the right, if at least 1 to 10 you need to know the correct word. Okay, the rest of the character, I can demonstrate to you, but I'm not gonna test you. Okay, so it's a good way to know. Okay, 1, 2, 3, from the left to right, from the top to bottom, write it down. I'm gonna ask someone to demonstrate for me. Write down 1, 2, 3. Just 1, 2, 3. Any volunteer? Any volunteer? Any birthday this month? Nobody's gonna tell me anymore.
No, over there. Julie 老师。
对，Julie 老师，Julie 老师 you want to demonstrate?
No. Yes.
All right.
How about February? Do you have any February birthday here?
Oh,
yeah, you know other? Oh, and there's another one over there too.
Okay, why don't we give okay.
Can you draw lines?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe.
I stopped trying and writing.
Why do you always say drawing? It's writing.
Show me.
Whatever you want.
It's okay. It's okay. I didn't bring my stick today. Next time.
可以。
Wait.
From the left to right. Okay. And then. Good. Okay.
Okay, we knew we could do it.
Perfect. Okay, see, you notice the middle one is shorter, okay, than the bottom. Okay, good. So 1、2、3, and then 上 and 下 means up and below. So how do I remember is I usually have like a little arrow, like pointing to the top, okay, if that helps you, and then 下. Okay, 上下has many different meanings. It's not just up and below, okay, I have different meanings too. Attend class, okay, well, so 上下. All right, you guys want to write it? Go ahead. Give you 2 seconds.
Yeah, different.
Is it horizontal or vertical?
Oh, is it flat or it's not?
You tell me.
All right, I make it a little point up because I want to remember that's up. Okay, so
Normally it's just flat.
it's flat. You gotta be careful. This is 上, okay? If we make it a little bit over, that's another character. Alright, it's called 图. Okay, 图. So you gotta be Chinese is crazy, very specific. Yes.
Does the line have to be connected?
Does the line have to be connected? Yes. Mine does connect. Okay, it's connect, but yeah, don't cross it.
Yours.
Yes.
So on the 5, right?
Yes.
You start with the line at top, and then
Oh, that one, right? Yes. The line on top, and then line in the middle, and going down a little bit. Yes.
And then what about Sean?
So,
So,
and then you can do a little. Yes.
Silly question, but why does it matter what order if you get to the same? Right.
Why does it matter? Because when you write down calligraphy, because in the old time we all write down calligraphy, right? Write on the bamboo stick and calligraphy. So there's a certain way for you to write so that you can make the character looks proper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
look at nicer.
okay. Yeah. So it's kind of crazy. Like all of us, when we're little, we all have to follow the order, and then if we don't, teacher will be very mad. But you don't want to know either, okay? But I don't know nowadays.
And even though nowadays, I found that if you, probably you usually like to use the typing, but some of them, they will use those writing pad, right? If you use the writing pad, if you don't follow those order, you won't recognize it. So that kind of give you a reason why not only for making it nicer, because a lot of you is going to say, I don't use calligraphy anymore. Why do you need to follow the order? But you do. Okay, yeah.
Yes. Okay, so the third kind, the compound join the meaning is the most common way, okay, for the forming the Chinese character. What does that mean? So that means, see, is this
What do you mean?
okay.
perfect fit. It's actually makes sense. Tree.
Okay, so Chinese, this word means tree. It's mu, okay? The pinyin is wrong, okay? Not shu. This is mu. See? Left goes right and the top to the bottom, this is mu. Alright. I know you guys said, does it connect or not? I don't connect, but do you connect it? I do. You do? Wow.
It does. He writes in simplified.
No, because I'm like you. I think I don't use it. Because when you write it very fast,
Yeah.
you forget about it. Yeah.
Okay, you connect it because you're a novice learner. But like me, a bit, you can not connect, okay?
Why do you pass this year?
What tone is mu?
Okay, move, good. Move, going down. Okay, move.
Wrong.
Okay, that's wrong. Okay, it's move. Alright. So move means tree. Alright. Wood or tree. Yes. So tree. Okay. So 2 tree.
Yeah.
2个 yes. It's lin. Okay, lin. This 2 tree combined is another word. Second one. Okay. Lin is also a very big last name. Alright. So it means grow. Okay, 2 trees. And how about if you have 3 trees? Sun, okay, it means a forest. Usually when we say forest in the storybook, you'll see a lot of trees. We will say 森林. Okay, 森林 forest. That's what we say.
Oh, so you combine all three.
Yes. Okay, so this is
Like deep in the forest, it gives like.
Yes, you can see a lot of
a
trees.
lot of trees.
Deep in the
All right, this is the forest. All right, 森林.
Okay.
Yes.
What if it wasn't a thick, dense forest? Could I take away the last two characters and still just have the top of the sun? Like the last.
Oh, you mean the sun?
Could I leave that and you'd understand it in forest?
You cannot.
Oh no, so you have to have all together, all five.
Oh, 森林. So 森 usually is the phrase. We say it's
Yeah.
So it's understood.
yes.
If you want to say that, it's more understood, but if you only want that would be the first character. If you only want one character, is that what means first
Or
character?
would you understand I meant the word forest if this is all that I wrote? I never wrote this at all. I stopped right here. You would understand I meant
You can
forest.
kind of guess.
But you would never do this as a negative. You would definitely.
Yeah, do 森林.
Yeah.
Okay. This is maybe right now you can do 森, okay, but gradually I'm gonna move you to 森.
Got it.
And also there's one more thing I want to kind of highlight a little bit. Usually Chinese character, I think it's because we have 5 tones. So if one character for the conversation wise for your ear and when you speak it, usually you will get confused. So that's the reason the more you learn, you will start to see, I always tell my students, Chinese word, even each individual character has a meaning. However, usually easier for people to understand is more than one character. So that will be helping you to kind of knowing why, like Andrea saying, it's a shenling usually as a forest. You don't just use
Okay, so this means you combine word and then get to another meaning. Okay, combine word. So this is. Yes, we do have a lot of those kind of words. Yes. Okay.
All right. So 3 is forest, and then what is something?
So 森林 is also a forest too. Okay, it's more proper way to say forest. Yeah. Good job. Okay, good. I love how people have questions. I like it. Okay, ask me questions. Okay. So the next one, see. Okay, so this is 人. Alright, if I draw it, you can see. Okay, got shoes and all that. So this is 人, alright? 人. So in the old time, there's no Starbucks. So what do we do when we want to rest? You rest under a tree. Okay, so if you write down a 人 under a tree, okay, that means resting.
That's a verb.
Rest. Yes,
Switch.
休息一下. Maybe we should 休息一下.
Take a break.
You should take a break.
You can take a break?
Yeah.
Okay. It's perfect. See, I time it perfect. Okay, 我们休息一下. Take 5, okay? Take 5, take 10? Or what? How many? Take 5, take 10. How many minutes? Yes.
So if I wanted to give a command to rest, it's just 休息一下.
休息一下. Yeah, 休息.
And I don't have to say like you rest or.
Yeah, it's understandable. 休息一下. Because I'm talking to you guys, so I don't. Yeah, I don't have to address you. Just say 休息一下. Okay, why don't we 休息一下? Go stretch your leg, go use your lie down. What? Okay, so this is another way. Okay, so we learned there's called the pictogram, and then we learned this ideogram, and then ideogram compound, that means the concept combined together. All right. The third one is, this is a very big radical. All right, that's very big radical. It's called 女. Can we all say 女? All right, so 女 means women. All right. So in the old time, not right now. In the old time, women, it's good when they have a son, right? Because in the old time, like. So this is 子女 son. All right. So you combine the 女 and 子 together. That means good. If your family has a son and a daughter, that's good. All right. So this is 女. How do we write down 女? All right. This is what's wrote. Another one. This. Oh, you guys are gonna ask me this.
Yeah, that's usually we write. I mean, Andrea is the wrong, exactly what we usually write. Again, that's a computer font. You always need to remember that's a computer font. So don't ask those.
So this is 女. It's a really big radical.
That's right. Don't be afraid.
Okay, I'm gonna do it again. So this is one stroke, up, and then you make it to another wave. And then you press it over. Yes, this one is shorter than that one. Yes, this one is shorter than the second one. Yes. Alright, so 子 it's one stroke, alright, and then you press it. It should be lower, no, it should be more even. Oh, very pretty. Okay, so 好 that's a woman and a son. Woman and son, that means 好. So you say 你好, it's actually this word. Okay, 好. Okay, so the next one is the one that form and sound. What does that even mean? Okay. Okay. Okay, so what have we noticed from this 5 characters that we had? What do we notice? Water, okay, so which one do you think is water? Which one do you think is the water? Radical. On the left side, right? Alright, so you guys have root, right? You have bi, you have tri, that's a root. We have radical. So radical, that means you don't know the word, but you see this, you can guess. You can guess. Alright, so this is, alright, everybody follow me please. Bing,
Bing,
和 湖 海 浪. Okay, so 湖 means lake. Alright, so what do you think the Lakers in Chinese? What's the Chinese name of the Lakers? The basketball. 湖人. Perfect. So just 湖 and 人, and that's it. 湖人. Okay, that's the Lakers. Alright. Like the team. Okay, the team. Alright. So you don't have to write down all. I will share this with you guys. We will have some way we can share material so you can know each week what we have learned. If you're gonna be absent that week, you can come back and then take a look. Alright, so I'm not gonna write all that because it's a lot.
What in there relates to water? Like I see it in the first one with Bing.
Bing,
Like
Bing, we had
very
2.
easy to see.
Alright, so it's just this radical. Okay, it's related to water.
I see it now.
Okay,
The first
so
one.
Bing, you gotta be careful. Bing only had 2. 1, 2. Okay, Bing is only this. It doesn't have 3. Bing. This is Bing.
Are there any radicals at names?
Yes. If you want to know, you will learn. But yes.
Yeah, you do.
They do have a name.
And there's a 200 something, 276 that you don't need to know. I really, you don't need to know all of it. Most of which is the internal. What?
Isn't it helpful to?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Because whenever you try to read, like somebody say you want to read a sign or something, you go to Taiwan, yes, that way helpful. Yeah, very helpful. 水部, yes.
Okay. So 水, this is, if you want to know the name, in 部 means a radical, like the 女 was a 女部, okay, and then this is 水部, okay, 水 is just the water radical. Oh. Yes.
Can you repeat C? How?
High, okay.
It's something
High. Okay, so C wave will be
海浪.
海浪. Okay, 海浪. Okay, C wave, 海浪. Okay.
And usually I help my students remember because Andrea talking about the spin, which is the eyes, they only have 2. And I usually help them is because eyes usually have less water. So I usually say 3 splash of the water, which is the water sign on the left, the radical. But the fin, since it's the less water, so it's solid, so it becomes ice. So we have 2. That way, it's usual, that's a small detail you want to make sure when you write it there.
Yes. The steam has 3. Steam actually has 4.
What?
steam is not a steam 的那是火的那个
That's a fire, that's a 火部。
火部是真是火部，
哪一个火？
真是火部吗？
是真
真
真
定的
steam。
定的真是火部，是火。
Yes, yes, at the bottom.
That and like character on the right, does that go past?
No, it doesn't go past. Okay.
Master right after robot.
So many ices.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know. You're a student, you're
Yes.
右边那两双要是地方，
It's very cool.
右边那有点白。
可是他们现在的放都是连在一起。
对，可是笔画上面是两画。
我们现在看到水都是连在一起。Okay. Okay. Next one. So next one, you just kind of take a look, alright? You take a look of.
Different page.
Yes, different page.
Careful graph.
So, what do we notice? What kind of the same radical do we have for the whole the graph on the top, right? All on the top. So, repeat after me, please. 草. Okay, you're gonna be careful. Look at 草, right? It's kind of 草. It's 草. 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 花. 梅. 茶. 菜. Okay, so 茶, 我喜欢喝茶, okay? So, green tea, black tea, we actually don't say black tea, we say red tea. Alright, so this is the radical of plant. So you can see you all have that. So this is how you kind of categorize Chinese, we have radical. Okay, so this is related to, I don't know if you want to write this.
There's another one.
It's okay, I'll give you this. Alright. So this is related to animal. Okay, you can see on the right side, okay, we all have the same radical. Okay, left side. Okay, left side. Alright, so 狗, 猪, 猴, 狮, 狼. Alright, I don't know if you want to put all this in your name, maybe in next week. Alright.
Or a radical.
Yes.
A radical, Sophia
This is a
and.
stupid question, but how do you say I see a wolf on the wave?
I see a wolf on the wheel.
It's just third
It's like a test.
No, because it's lang lang.
哦，狼跟浪，海浪上有一
How do you
只
say wave? Was it L-A-N-G? Lang.
浪。
And then wolf is lang.
狼
Okay. The same word in essence, but in different tone and different writing.
different tone and
Same
different
meaning.
Alright, so if you have your tablet on you, next time you type in one pinyin, okay, you can see many different characters. Okay, that's why Mandarin Chinese is difficult. It's because you cannot sound it out. You have to know the pinyin, how to spell, how to pronounce it, and what it means. And then when you try to pronounce it, and we have 5 tones, you have to pronounce it correctly as well. So that's what makes it so difficult. It's because it's completely different than English.
So the same thing. So Bing is ice, but Bing's also cold.
Bing is ice.
Ice. Cold is love.
Okay.
So cold water will be 冰水.
Ice water.
Iced tea will be 冰茶.
Chat.
Alright, iced tea will be 冰茶. So just want to have you take a look. Alright. So we have different ways. This way is kind of, well, I'll show you this to you. I'll share this this document to you. And then next time we will learn pinyin. Pinyin, you will learn this. You will learn how to pronounce all this because that's specific. Pronounce it. It's not in English. Alright, not English pronouncement. Alright. So that's for today. Now, so what do we do right now? So what do we do is I kind of want to get to know you guys because we are going to have 2 classes. So one of the class is like novice learner. I mean, this is my first time learning Chinese. Alright. Can you show your hand? Kind of like, this is my first time learning Chinese. So 1, 2, 3.
No, you're not first.
So we try to put a little like the basic one. We'll try to learn from the very beginning. The other class is learn from the beginning too, but we're gonna add more things. Okay, so you are going to the same foundation, just like the other class. We will add, you will supplement a little more. All right. So can you please raise your hand? You never learned Chinese. This is the first time you learn Chinese. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 3 kids. 3, not told. 3 kids.
Okay, so the rest of the 10 of you has a little experience before, right?
What? Yeah.
And then we need to find out.
Okay. So, so I'm not gonna jump on.
Okay, so now Chinese only. Okay, Chinese only. Okay.
Okay. So right now, just kind of we kind of want to talk to you guys. Or do you think you want to be in? Because some people say, "Oh, I've learned, but I'm not sure if I learned it many years ago. I don't remember that well." Okay. So we can kind of talk about it.
Yeah, because we try to kind of even it out. We don't want only 3 students in one group.
Maybe I should teach the 3. No.
All right, but we all, because since we have 2 hours of learning, so it will be the same. We still will focus the same thing. More
Yeah, so one class will be with me and one class will be Liu 老师. Okay, we will teach the same thing to you. This is our课本. Okay, you will follow this. All right, you will follow this. So right now we are trying to see how we wanna yes.
So I remember nothing from the little bit I had.
Okay, how about speaking one?
I live with someone who speaks a lot of
If you don't use it,
I just use it.
can you catch it when somebody talk bad about you in Chinese?
Yeah. That's easy.
That's easy. Alright. Alright, so you think your listening is okay, but speaking wise is not too much.
Trust just I've got a few some vocabulary.
Okay. Okay, I need to write it down. I saw your time, right?
So I'm just gonna ask them like which class or state will fit you better.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Okay.
I mean, cause like.
Okay, it's get adjusted afterwards?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. Okay. So why don't we start with? Oh, so you guys. Yeah,
What are we doing here? I'm not.
So he'll be
So because our classroom is close by to this door, but this door is cannot go out from here. So next time if you need to leave early or then you cannot come in through this door and also you cannot go out through this door.
Just always go to that.
So need to go to the front.
Yeah.
So just let you know because our classroom is close by here. So there is someone just go out to here, but we are lucky today is allowed us. If we go out from here, then yeah.
If you get out from there and go to the parking lot, you still walking long way to go.
Right.
Yeah, so basically it's in and out in the front door.
And also it's for the security. Don't, because here also have children learning here, we don't have children.
That way, yeah, actually, true.
I'm showing him who wants to be in the beginning class.
Okay, why don't we sign up here?
Okay, you want to pay to sign up, but you want to impact your friend, okay? And just stay where you're supposed to be, okay? It's not where you want to be, where
Maybe we let you choose, but after 3 or 4 weeks,
Just.
teacher will have
Anyone else?
Yes,
I'd rather get fish at small.
But you are lucky, so many students, you already have a free tutor.
So who wants to be the right?
No. Yes.
Yeah, now
She will help you.
you already has a little bit background.
Create their own, they will not teach you. But you say, okay, my teacher said I need finish lesson 1. Then she need help you. Otherwise, we will talk to her. We will talk to her.
Yeah, it's very possible during the middle of the semester. Yeah, I think they should be, I think Lauren should be also. No, Lauren should be No, novice, local novice.
Yeah, oh, okay.
But that's a novice too.
Anyone else want to be a novice one?
Yes.
And you need to be a novice too.
What do you,
Like the first lesson.
Still didn't give an answer.
Okay,
I think it should be 2.
No, I'm just like, I'm looking at it very good.
So there's only 2 classes. There's 1 and 2. Yeah.
So we are all novice. Yes. One add yes.
I don't know.
Same with you, same book. And then you also said I thinking about maybe because we have 1 hour. Are you sure? Yes. I want to have some activity. You believe for each other. You all sign up already?
Yeah, I was replaced in week.
Yeah, of course.
Are you in it?
I didn't sign up.
You didn't.
Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, she just.
Oh.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, okay. Anyone want to sign in novice too? You can.
Yeah.
Like,
Even through the transfer. Yeah, that's right.
Yes, if it is too hard, we will move you down or move you up. If it's boring for you, and we can move you up. But we try to stay the same. I just, for week 1, we'll adjust after a few weeks.
Maybe did you sign up?
And maybe should, yeah.
Okay, it's right here. Okay, so today we should have, so Gabe should be up here too, right?
Yes, Gabe.
I don't know. And also, because
No, Chris one.
that will be 1. Because we don't. Thank you.
So who didn't put down your name yet? Everybody did, right?
Thank you. Yeah.
I got a problem, dude.
Seek help.
I drove my coworker next to me and saying the same thing, so.
The guy, well, we have a friend at work. He just all the springs out of my fence.
那这样可以，那我可以教。
Good enough, coach, I was home, so I can click all the one. Well, first we gotta mess my way.
No, I know, yeah, no, she's like, hey,
left.
I'm gonna help she's gonna
Because they can't.
go back to get loose.
So,
So, strict policy, don't talk to me before 1 p.m.
Okay, since we should have time, we can go over the pinyin. Okay, so pinyin, we have initials and the finals and the tone mark. That is pinyin. Okay, so today we're learning the initials. Okay, so you gotta read after me, and then afterwards you will have time to perform. Okay, we'll see. Okay, we have got talents here. Alright. Alright, so b, h, m, f, alright. D, t, n, l, g, k, h. Alright, 再一次。Alright. B, h, m, f, d, t, n, l, g, k, h. Alright, so I'm gonna sing my beautiful song, and then you are going to group up, and then you're coming here and then perform your song. You can choose however you want to do. Okay, I'll see if adult has more creativity than the high school kid. Okay.
We don't.
You can use my song if you want to. Alright, you can use my song if you want to. Alright, so this is my song. Ba pa ma fa da da la la ga ka ha. Oh, actually, I have more. I forgot.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, so we have more. I'm sorry. Okay, okay. G, G, X, 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 Alright, so this the CH, you have to curl your tongue, okay? So Chinese, we use our mouth more, English, use your tongue more. Alright, so G, Oh, so this is the initial. Alright, the initial. I'm sorry, I forgot how there's only this much initial. Alright, I've got to receive my song, alright? So you guys can.
There's one more. Keep going, I'll do your part now.
But that's not initial.
Alright, this is the initial.
Do we do this?
Yes,
I'm only doing initial, but finals too, alright? So. Ba pa ma fa da da ba ga ga ji xi xi Oh, okay, that's the initial. Why don't I write it down here? Okay. So right now, you guys have 5 minutes. Alright. You are coming your group. You want me to group you? I'll group you. It's easier. Alright. Alright. Why don't we do? Alright. This whole section, you're a group. You guys are a group. You guys are a group. Alright. So what do you need to do? You need to come up here. You need to sing your initial song. You can use my Twinkle Twinkle, or you can use other things. My students, they use Taylor Swift. They use other things. Alright. You guys can use this, or you don't have to do it. Okay. Do you want me to repeat one more time? No.
Is there a way we can see all the?
Yes, I'm trying to write it down right here for you. I'm gonna try to write it down right here. Or you can use your phone. I think it's the initials. Well, oh, I write on the first, and then the bottom one will be on the floor.
What?
What song do we want to
Only heard it once, so. There's another song we could sing.
Okay, so it's right here. Alright. Okay, why don't we follow me one more time, please? Alright. G, 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 go. You should have finals, okay? So, okay, now I'll give you 5 minutes. I'm gonna count down, alright? You guys can do it right here. You wanna be in the, can they be in the hallway? Alright.
How long you want to I'll practice.
I'll give you 5 minutes.
Only 5
Only
minutes.
5 minutes.
Hey, Nico, I could just do, I'll just do, that. Just gotta do something everybody knows.
Alright, set our timer. 5 minutes. Do it.
Well, I heard.
That's
What I did is I just I think
yes, I'll be there. I think it's a I'll do the long one at the end. I'll do the long one at the end. I'm going to go first. First, lead us to read. Yeah. You can try to go to the end of the code.
You guys can use background music if you want.
You can listen to the phone. You can listen to the phone.
I still don't use that one. Do some background music.
Just the concept, okay. So each is the concept.
That's what obviously you can just pull up and
Then we all do that last part, and then we all do.
someone else you guys want to. Right, you don't care. I'll do that in 5 seconds, right? I'm gonna keep it up to you.
Yeah, you do.
And then we can all just.
Or you rotate one. So it's R, T, C, R, then D, C. That's
先把它打个星号，对吧？
Yeah, at the very end, we just go. I'll do the. Yeah. Where we can all. Yeah. We don't have a ladder. So you're into fine.
Yes. Oh, you have to leave at 5:30? Okay, why don't we start here?
Okay.
And then go this way, how about that? You can just stand in your area, and then if you don't mind, introduce your name again to your class, and then you can sing your song. And then we can vote who sings the best. Like the artist, alright?
Here we go. All right.
Let's introduce ourselves first, okay?
Connor. Is that it? Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, just Connor, your name. Name, okay.
Garrett. Alan. Eric. Okay. All right. G T C G G 是 G T C G 是日子
Not that. We'll see the rest. Okay, how about my second group? Alright, my second group.
Yes.
Alright. You wanna come to the front so people can see you? I told you want to be in the back so we can all see you, something like that. Alright, because you guys try to get in the middle. Alright, so if you don't mind, introduce yourself and then yeah, and then you can start the song. Alright.
Joshua.
Good morning.
Set.
Alright, but let's go on. 3 people now?
I know she has to leave.
Oh, you have to leave too?
I don't even know if she's like
Okay.
I don't like her.
I did.
Okay, my last Natalie.
Okay, so we're gonna do some music with ours.
Okay.
We're gonna have to, well, don't be too excited because I can't do the other half, but I was able to work something out with this one. But we're gonna have to double up on the foot, okay? Okay, that's all I got. That's all I got.
Alright, so thank you. We have talent. So that's it for today. Okay, any questions?
If we have any homework, we could leave that.
Not okay. The homework is to get a binder or a folder. Okay. And your Chinese name. Alright, and that's your homework. Alright. So maybe next time I'll ask you to do the thinking as well. Alright, so that's it for today. Thank you.